Hello again. Dentist today. So I've gone on the train over to Newton. Let's go and get my ticket. Well, good job I got down here early. I was supposed to be 9:18 my train. Turns out it's this one here. Blimey, that was quick.
Newton Abbot. Please mind the center. Train to the
Well, that was a sudden and unexpected early start today. Not only was I up earlier to get over here, but then the train was earlier than I expected. So now I've got nearly an hour to kill in Newton Abbot. I was planning to go up after the dentist do some then and nows, so I don't know what I'm going to do, but it's all good. We'll get there in the end. Better over here than stuck in Teignmouth and unable to get to my dentist. It's just the bite registration today for my teeth, where they work out where they're going to sit in my mouth. So hopefully I'm going to have a set of teeth at least try in. Oh, happy days. And it's a little bit chillier than I expected too. A little bit of a breeze, but I won't put the wind blocker on just yet. We'll see how we go. Right, got a mooch round in Courtenay Park, I think. Just over there. There's a bee going to attack me, no doubt, on Powderham Road. So if you've got Powderham Road, there's a huge bee there. You know now, avoid Powderham Road. Another interesting thing to me, I always talk about shadows, because I'm always out exactly the same time each day, so all the shadows seem to always fall exactly the same way. I'm going to go out in the evening, and that looks so different to me, whereas somebody else would just see it as, oh, it's just the evening. Well, over here, so I'm earlier than normal. The shadows over here make me think, God, what's going on? It's lovely actually. It's like all the dew on the grass and that, a hint of frost, just a hint. It's very, very nippy, and all the shadows are different. Yep, let's have a little lap of the park, get me circulation pumping, wake me up a bit. Still too early for me, you know, still too early. Of course it's locked. Not going to climb over in case I trip. It's like one of those funny heights where it's not enough for me to step over it easily, and it's just enough for if I do stumble. But anyway, there's the bandstand. I remember getting married in one of those buildings up there, which was the registry office back in the late 90s, and afterwards we all came along here, all congregated here by the bandstand. Remember that well actually. It's a really nice day. Shame it didn't work out, but that's life, isn't it, you know? But I can remember all my friends and family around me. Remember me granny, who's long gone now. Yes. Of course my mum was there, she was fit as a fiddle. Yep, that's some memories from me. No photos, I'm afraid. I don't have many photos of my own personal life and that. Just got lost in the mist of time, I think. Slightly bigger pond than mine. But is it as loved with as many fish? I doubt it. I doubt it. Grab a shot of it where I'm not filming directly into the sun. That's where I was married. It was the building just behind the tree there. St John's? Oh, St Paul's, isn't it? That's right. St Paul's is where my dentist is. St Paul's Square. Beautiful bit of architecture. Don't see all that many of those around these days, do we? Well, I know you might, but I don't. I know there's a couple in Teignmouth. But something of the past, I think. So few letters get sent now compared to years gone by with email and electronic communications. Well, there's my dentist. Not sure what time it is at the moment, but it's certainly not time to go for my appointment, so I've got to go and kill some more time. Now, I know someone in the comments is going to tell me off for mentioning the C word, but don't worry, I'm not going to swear. I'm just noticing that Merry Christmas, Newton Abbot. Oh, thank you very much. Right, well, they've got the Christmas lights up already in Queen Street. That's obviously Christmas baubles and more Christmas baubles, along with what appears to be icicles further down. We're not going all the way down there at the moment, later on maybe. Back up the other side of that church now, next to the old registry office. And if you can notice, it started to rain, so I've had to put my hat on, keep off my glasses. Yeah, it's getting even heavier now, so maybe for the first time in a long time I'll be early into my dentist. Hope it stops by the time I get out, because I do want to do this then and nows, but I'm not going to do them if it's pouring down with rain, simply because it spoils it, and I'd rather wait for another day. Let's see. Yeah, I'm going to go and sit in the dentist. See you on the other side. Well, that was a longer than expected session. I've been in that about 45 minutes. I thought I was just going to bite on something and walk out, but I didn't. Anyway, all good. 2 more appointments and I should have my teeth. What he did do was like a wax mould of my teeth. It's not unfinished, of course, can still be changed. They felt extremely comfortable. Felt like part of me. So I was pleased with that, rather than feeling like I had like a load of crap in my mouth, excuse the expression, you know, where I'm not used to having teeth. Anyway, let's go and do these then and nows and head back. If you remember my last dentist video of Newton Abbot, just search Newton Abbot on the channel if you want to see it, if you haven't seen it. I did lots of then and nows of this end of town where I've just been, up by the station and by the dentist and all that. Well, this time we're going a bit further down. Going to do some a little bit further down into the town, including the clock tower. Start off here for 1902 in Queen Street. Note the building there. You see the windows are the same, and up ahead you can tell where that is too. Here we go. Now I won't repeat them individually, I'll repeat them all at the end in one go. Always worth a second look at that beautiful old shop frontage. Lovely. As we continue to head down, you notice in front of us, just over to the right, Lloyds Bank. There's a clock on the building at the top there. And here we go, roughly this shot with the same clock on the side of the bank. The same buildings, 1906. So now we're going to carry on around to the other side. I don't know exactly when the bank was built, but the next picture is from the other side looking back at it, and it's going to be roughly taken just after it had been built. So it's a brand new building back then. Here we go. This is Lloyds, shortly after opening. Obviously a very similar building, a very similar but different clock. And we're walking down through the main pedestrian area in Newton Abbot towards the clock tower, where we're going to be lining up for our next then and now. Well, the next two then and nows. They almost look like the same photo, but they're not. They're taken from roughly the same place on, I believe, the same day. You'll notice the clock tower is covered in ivy, as it used to be, and I'll give you the date when I line it up. But two very similar pictures. I'll give you the date as well. 2 secs. And here's the second shot, taken slightly further over, I think. Same day, probably the same set of photos, different people walking past. Can't say I've ever heard that clock chime before. Probably just not been over it at the right moment. But they're helpfully doing a flag. That's a variation of one I use on the channel. So a little bit of advertising. Thank you very much, Newton Abbot Clock Tower. Be nice to see it all covered in ivy though, wouldn't it? Oh, there's a big Christmas tree on it now, I just noticed. Yes, didn't notice that before when I was looking. There we are, there's Brunel's Place Museum, which we will visit one day when I run out of then and now photos to do over here. Right at this end where you head off to Courtenay and all that. And of course, there's Asda. Strange how overgrown that's got. I don't know if I mentioned it before, but they were going to do a building there and they demolished what was there and they cleared the entire site. Then someone said, hang on, we found some sort of ancient coin or something. And then a team of archaeologists moved in, stand back, we're coming. And they danced around for a while. And then that was that, didn't find anything. And then that was it, really. Nothing ever happened. It's just stayed like that now, ever since. Just all grown back over again. Now this little river that runs down underneath that house, that balcony there, it always used to be an absolute haven for pigeons. It's where loads of them live, but I can't see a single one today. Which is relatively strange. There's the library, wonderful building. Always say it every time I'm over here, but always takes my eye. Well, there's all the pigeons up the top of the library. There they are, proper into reading books now instead of doing pigeon stuff. Now, of course, that's Market Square over there, and on the other side of the road, Market Gate. And Market Fish and Chips, and there's a market bar as well, I believe, something like that. But it's all to do with the fact that just over there used to be the market, but it's all finished up now. We look where it used to be, and here we are. Is where the old market used to be. You see a sign there selling dead poultry, or maybe it is still going on then, I don't know. But all around here, and then in underneath there, that's where it all was. See the metal there for the pens and that. That's where it was taking place. However, I've got a picture now to show you of before that. Some people at the cattle market or the farmers market, whatever you want to call it, in Newton Abbot. That was 1958. You can see the same houses there. Obviously it's before they built the car park over the top of it, but that's where it was and still is and has been for years and years and years. That's the market, there we go. headed back through the back of the square here, back at the Lloyds Bank again. And of course that building over there used to be the main post office, Newton Abbot. That closed down a long time ago. Taxi rank over here. Here we go, I'm guessing that's here. Over there. Where it says Leonard's in the photo. That building there hasn't been built. And you can see the roof on the building in the terrace above. Here you go, this is 1950s. So 1950s up here, before that was built, and with that wall there visible with the word Leonard's written on it. That's the Wetherspoons here, Richard Hopkins. I'm headed back up now towards the station to get my train home. Well, that's new over there, I-Town. Used to be the Argos store, but it's reopened something to do with the kiddies play park or play thing now. Well, I got myself some of these new fries from KFC they've been going on about, and to be fair, they're actually really nice. There's like a flavouring to them, a coating on them, shall we say. Well, as I walk to get my train, which is next train due in on the platform 1, I'm going to, said I'd review those pictures, go through them again. So let's go through them. Here we go.
May I have your attention, please? Please note, to ensure a timely departure, train doors will be locked shut up to 40 seconds.
There we go.
Before departure. Thank you.
That was the pictures. That's not my train. My train's coming on this side.
May I have your attention, please?
Here he is. There you go, that's the chips. As they got like a coating on them like they get on the crisps. Tucker's Maltings, the home of the Maltings Beer Festival. Newton Abbot Racecourse in the distance, along with its Premier Inn, which has the restaurant attached, but I didn't find it very nice when I did go there. It was too dark inside. Couldn't see what you were eating. The rugby club. And Alexander Terrace. And with that, we're nearly back in Timber. Home again, jiggity jig. And with that, today's adventure comes to an end. So I didn't feel much on the way back, but I got recognised again. I just finished saying that business about the restaurant at the racecourse, and this voice, when I stopped talking, this voice says, "Excuse me, are you Bill? I recognise your voice." So anyway, had a nice long chat with Rob or Robbie or Ronnie or something like that. Sorry mate, but I enjoyed talking to you on the way back, lovely. But that's why I didn't do much filming, apart from the very last bit where I said I got to film something. Anyway, nice to have chatted to you, and thanks for coming with me. That's today's walk. All good. Take care. Bye.